What's good? What's good? Honestly, let's see how long this video lasts because I had that on. I went to the bathroom to take a dump and I forgot that I just kept my camera on because I wanted to make sure I made a video before I did some other shit or passed out or caught up on sports, which I did anyway, so fuck, I'm already kind of late. Or play video games or do any of that shit. Okay, let's try to get it on to America. Okay, you can't see that. All you see is the Atlantic Ocean. No, that's all you see is the Pacific Ocean, I believe. So we'll just keep it there. But let's just see if we can get this video done before that shit dies. Okay, and here's an assortment of my candy. I had some gummies today, Lifesaver gummies. I had one box of Mike and Ike's. And I had 2 boxes of Mike and Ike's. I still have a couple in here. 2 boxes of Mike and Ike's there. And I wanted to be eating them while I was doing the video, but I just had to, like, I caught up on my sports and I just ate Mike and Ike's. I'm sorry. So now the packages, they're all gone. They're basically gone. All the candy's pretty much gone. But shortages, man, if I can't get them 1.8 pound bags of Mike and Ike's, we're gonna know there's some serious shortages there. Labor shortages, that's what this video might be about if that shit stays on. And by the time it's done charging, I might be passed out or something, so I can't necessarily. The thing about it, okay, I'm just gonna say all the things I've wanted to say for the past 4 days, then we'll see if I get to labor shortages. But okay, 4 days in between videos, that's crazy. The thing about, okay, working, honestly, being a YouTuber or whatever the hell they want to call it, it's harder than at least a basic minimum wage job, I would say, in terms of just mentally and what you can put out, the amount of energy you put, at least for me, because I don't really mind putting in physical energy on things. So work isn't too bad. I'm just basically a server in a old folks home pretty much. Oh man, I got stories see, I may not put my parents in one of those, we'll see what happens. Interesting stuff, but yeah, I probably you can't tell the future, but I'm hoping some arrangement happens where they may not have to be there. But it's not the end of the world if it doesn't work out the way I want it to, but I don't know. And then also there's time to get there, so who knows. But yeah, so but basically that job though is not, I feel like trying to do YouTube videos, that's harder than that shit, but I get paid for that. So I almost kind of feel rich, but then also at the same time, obviously I'm not. I'm making minimum wage in California. So I'm definitely not rich, but I got paid a couple days ago and I definitely multiplied by several times my earnings of last year. So at least we're on the uptrend in terms of that. So at least I can be happy about that. Maybe next year, I can get annoyed with the stasis. But right now it's going up, and we just started the year, so that's not too bad, I guess. Set them baselines mega low so that when you get up a little bit, then it's oh shit, I got up 1,000% or some shit, 500%. But yeah, so don't do that. Don't do drugs, obviously. Got my grape cartridge here, which that was an accident. I just took a hit too. I was wasn't really planning on doing that, but because it wasn't in my game room, because it was here from a while back, and then it wasn't in my game room, so I was shit, let me get a little boost right there, take a little hit right there, and then call it good. So yeah, there's my setup here. Obviously my weed's there. Yeah, I'm surprised that thing hasn't died yet, so I guess we'll get on to labor shortages. And I've talked about this to some of my coworkers, and it's funny, man. It's not just because the government's giving out stimmies, man. At least from my perspective, I could be wrong, but the labor shortages, I feel like it's not simply it's not just because the government's handing out money for people to stay at home, or if you have kids just giving you a free, like I think in California it's like $300 that you get for each kid, like each dependent probably under a certain age. I have no idea. I don't know if my parents are getting money for that. I have no clue. I don't know if they would even. It doesn't really matter to them. Probably. I mean, if it's $300, but $300 is pretty. I mean, for me, $300 extra a month would be pretty good. Like, let's say I had a kid, which I'm 25 years old. I very well could have a kid by now. If I was like getting an extra 300, that would definitely be pretty good, especially if I had a kid, because I'm pretty sure the expenses go up each month. I might do some video where I kind of show you the breakdown. I'm going to try to save 10% and invest 10% each month, and we'll see what happens. I'll just start off with that, see what else I can do. I'll probably do some more cryptos if I can get around to making videos more frequently. I'll try to show you more of those cryptos. I'm pretty sure I'm still losing money on that Cardano, but we'll see. I think that's going up long term. But, if you've been listening to Peter Schiff recently, obviously he has his opinions on that. So, and I know less about money and economics than him, obviously. Maybe even less about technology. I don't know how much he's looked into that stuff, in terms of like just digital technology. But I mean, I know some of the basics of digital technology, and for some reason, I think that network stuff is not, because it's always just, okay, the networks, man, you could say what you want about the money aspect of it. To me, it's more of the network. It's like the network thing. Because you go back, I mean, local area networks, to take the quote from like Mark Cuban or whatever, he saw the impact of local area networks, then he saw the impact of wide area networks, then he saw the impact of like the internet. So it's like, I feel like it's just the network. It's not even necessarily the money part, and it's not even necessarily like, I mean, the blockchain is just a new way that we can say, okay, like, how can we identify a network? Okay, now it's like a blockchain. It's like a new way. But that's my primitive understanding, my understanding of technology. So, I'm definitely I'm no tech lead or whatever. If you watch him on YouTube, that guy's pretty funny. Talk about mgtow. I mean, I'm putting mgtow at the end of my videos. He's putting like as a millionaire or some shit, like some funny shit at the end of his videos. But talk about some dude who's mgtow right there. Holy shit. But yeah, sure. I guess fuck until that thing dies. If it cuts off abruptly, I'm just gonna let it. I'll post the video because I feel like it's been long enough. It's been at least 6 or 7 minutes at this point, so we're chilling. Maybe y'all want to see Australia now, and that's something y'all can actually see. Australia, some crazy shit happened in there. Talking about COVID and whatnot. Maybe in another video I'll get to that. Another 4 or 8 days or something. I gotta be at least 2 days, man. I'm gonna try to definitely fix that. I'm gonna try to get it to it like every couple of days I post a video, because it's awful every 4 days, man. That is pretty bad. But I'm trying to adjust to the schedule of working and shit, so. And I feel like that's why I knew I had to, if I really wanted to do that side shit, if I was actually going to be serious about it, I couldn't necessarily have too mentally draining of a job. If I just wanted to be very serious, I could be a complete idiot, but I just knew I couldn't have, if I wanted to do it, not to say, like, just if I want to have a chance to do it. You could argue other paths of success of life or whatever, but like, to me, I was just like, if I wanted a chance to do it, I knew my job couldn't be very mentally draining, because I would have no shot at, maybe I would, who knows, right? Old never say never, like always just try and whatnot, but Yeah, realistically, energy's neither created nor destroyed, so how much energy do you want to suck up to do whatever you want to do? But just to me, I knew it would, if I just wanted to, I just had to not have too mentally draining of a job. That's like basically the heart of it, minus all the like platitudes and shit. Those like sayings of history that I'm not optimizing my life fully 100%. We'll just say that. So maybe I could get all that shit done, but at least I have a shot. Whatever, you get what I mean at this point. Maybe you don't. I don't know. But basically, going back to that network thing, I just think the network is a cool thing. That's why I kind of want to do this YouTube, and that's why I need to post at least a couple times a day. I don't know how that roundabout loop happened there. But yeah, at least a couple, like, just more frequently than I'm doing. Yeah, man, to be honest, we can probably talk about shortages some other day, because, like, I'll just get you some music, and then we'll be out of here, man. Speaking of music, I was, like, researching sheet music, because I was talking to this one person, like, this one chick, she's, like, a soprano, or whatever the hell, like, that chick's crazy. She can like sing opera. She can sing high and low notes, man. Like I need to ask her to sing. But that chick was crazy. And then I didn't know how to talk about it too, because I just like music. So I wanted to talk to her about, like music. So I was like, wait, can you read sheet music? Like I didn't know really what to say. And then, yeah, she like didn't know how to respond to that. I was like, fuck, did I like ask the wrong question? But then we kind of just moved to something else, and it was like whatever. But I was like, fuck, I kind of missed. I just wanted to. I was like kind of just interested in what, like maybe one day I'll get her to sing or something. I wanted to see if she could tell me basically why certain music was good. So like why this Beatles song was good. Could I like bring her the sheet music of whatever, like maybe the guitar playing, which is what I looked up. I looked up like the guitar strings and shit, like the F sharp and like the G, the A, E, G. I think it might be the same for all music. I'm not sure, but like, dude, that was like kind of a like head warp, man. Like I couldn't really explain to you what I tried to learn there, but like I'm just gonna keep trying to, because I want to go through a Beatles song one day and see kind of the guitaring, and then also like bass and shit. Like for bass, like when people say bass, do they literally just sample like a thick ass sound from a bass guitar and they call that bass? Like what is bass? I want to like just kind of learn this shit now because I'm interested. Yeah, I don't know, man. But there you go. We'll talk about shortages some other day. And hopefully that guitar shit, maybe if I get good, I can like play some guitar in here, like yodel for y'all or something. No, I'm just kidding. Even though I am, out in the countryside, but it's all good. Alright, we'll leave it there, man. I'm done. I'll finish these Mike and Ikes. And we'll call it chillin' for that video. Next time we'll talk about shortages or something, and hopefully next time is in like 2 days, not like 4 or 5 or some shit. Maybe it could be tomorrow because I'm off tomorrow. So we'll see what happens. But alright, peace out, guys. That's it.